The Death of the Goddess, a poem in 12 cantos by Patrick Cullum Hogan, with a preface by Rachel Fell McDermott, published in 2014 by Two Leaf Press. From Canto XII, The End of Time. Suddenly, grandfather was weak with thirst. Heat ate into his brain like white phosphorus spilled onto the skull. Looking up, he saw 1,000 suns burned in the air above his head. The land began to scorch his soles. Desperate for relief, he sought again that place where the final feast and desecration had occurred. Now the area was forfeit to the elements, and like all the places of the gods, it too would wear away to scraps and dust. Then wisps of smoke still rose from dying embers where the sacrifice had burned. The tables where the gods had sung and laughed were overturned, the drinking vessels cracked, stray shards scattered across the field. As he traversed the path down which our Ma was dragged, the fragments cut his feet. He stared in disbelief as his blood leaked into red earth with hers. Before his eyes all history and culmination, not only of the gods but of all beings, dissolved into mere sand and nothing. The chronicles grew brittle, white ants ate up the memory of time, and all that still remained of words recording what had gone before, he saw dissolved to film of powder on a shelf where scrolls were stored. The images that had been carved in rock were scraped by wind and rain to pitted nullity, the monuments reduced to curious cracked stumps of stone, here and there absurd untended fractures of form among rough clutter of rubble and ragged weeds. And of course, whole histories of speechless expectations, hopes, ideas, feelings, moods that underlie and animate all movements of the soul, these too were lost. Even the memory of jostling life that once filled the air with clatter and with song, in changing thicknesses across each habitable place. All this was fading to dull void. He thought, nothing will be left to say. Here men and women loved, here gods fought, here demons played.